Hi, I'm Becca and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make these super simple cup beads. You can make them flat backed or domed. I will show you both of the ways of how to mould them into that shape. You can make them any colour, any size, and you can do different things with surface treatments to get different effects on them. So I'll just show you, these are some that I'm going to show you how to make. These are with some translucent clay. And these are the same bead, but I've just used some mica powder just to dust the edges and the sides a bit. So there's lots of different things that you can do with it. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make them. So the first way of making these beads is just for some regular plain clay. You decide whatever colour you want them to be. Now you're going to need something that will cut you out a standard shape every time if you wanted to keep your beads consistent. I'm using these little ferrules. I've got all these ones that I've shaped into different shapes over the past, but you can get these from DIY stores and things like that. I think you can get them on Wish, AliExpress, Wish and all that sort of thing. I've had mine ages now, I can't remember which one I got them from. But yeah, I'm just using the round ones just so that I know that's the one that I'm going to be using. And I'm going to use the black one because I'm only wanting some really tiny beads. So I've just got my clay rolled out so it's nice and soft. And I've just got some water so I can keep dipping my cutter into it so they don't stick. Because it's rather warm today, so where the clay's a bit sticky. So I just spray my mat. And then dip little ferrule in the water and then cut out a bunch of circles. So it doesn't really matter what shape you're cutting out unless you were cutting a circle and you were just going to form the circle, but I prefer to ball it up and shape it that way. So for me this is just getting a consistent amount of clay each time. So, stuck. Oh dear. Try to take that bit out, please. Okay, so just get one of your little pieces of clay, and I've been rolling them in my hand. So to do the flat backed version of them, I've just been popping them down onto my glass mat or tile, whichever you're working with. I flattened it before already then. Take this fidgety bit outside, please. Okay. And then I've just got my bowl tool. I'm using a fairly small one because, like I said, I only want some small beads. And then I'm just pushing down into the clay. And then that's how I get my cup. So I'll lift that up because I don't think you can see it all that well. Where's my blade gone? Now, every time I want it, it disappears. There it is. Right, so this is just the flat back version. So as you can see, it's really, really tiny, but they're fantastic. And then to put the hole in, I'm just taking my needle tool and poking a hole in it through the back. Okay, so that's the flat back version. Now the other way you can do it is so that it's more cupped and domed for you to use it in other things other than just your bead embroidery. So again, just take one of my little balls of clay and then I've just got my little ball tool again. I've been pushing into the tool and I've been forming it around the ball. And take your time with it. Just get it as smooth and consistent, got all going round. Okay. So, and then just give it a little twist and it comes off, and then that's one of the domed little beads. And poke it through. And you've got a little cup bead. So They're really easy. So I'll be making a bunch of those. Another way that you could do them is take your coloured clay, whatever you're doing, and you could use some, you can see all my stuff behind me ready now, just use some mica powders so you can change the different colours on them. So let's put this over here. So I've got a nice pink, pastel pink here, but what I might do is put something totally different around the edges of it. If you've not got mica powder, you can use eyeshadow or chalks as well. That's another thing that you could use. So we'll do a flat back version of this first. So roll it out and then push it down. Okay. And then you want a little paintbrush, a really fine one if you're going to be doing this. So I've just got a really fine brush there. Dip it in. It can go around the edges. Now, if you're putting a treatment onto your beads like this, then you will need to glaze them once they're baked, simply so the colour doesn't rub off. You can try and get any out if you want, but I quite like that. That's really shimmery. And then you would just pierce it just as you did before. So you've just got a lovely little shimmery bead there. So let's try doing it with a cup one. You know, the domed one at the back, should I say. And shape it in. These are a good bead to do in front of the TV if you just want to keep your hands busy. That's what I've been doing. I've had them on a tray on my lap, and it's something really easy that you don't have to think that much about. So I'm going to leave that on the tool this time, and I'm going to go and dust it this way. Okay, so when you take that off, you've got your pale colour on the inside, and then you've got the shimmer on the outside. I like those, that's good timing, yeah. Good way to make them. If you've got any other chameleon powders that change colour as you look at them, that's going to be another good way of doing it, because you're going to get a different looking colour bead each way that you do it. So I'm going to go and make a bunch of these, and then I'll come back and I'll show you the other way that you can make them. So the next way that we're going to do them is by using some gold leaf. You don't have to use gold, you can use whatever you want to do this. I'm just going to lay it on top of my clay. I forgot to say before that I've got it rolled out on the thickest setting of my pasta machine, my clay. Now you can just decide for sort of what size you're wanting your beads to be. If you're wanting them to be even smaller than what I'm doing, then either use a smaller cutter or roll your clay out thinner than it already is. So that's just the way of doing it. So I'm just going to take some gold leaf, and I can get it off here without it blowing away. And I've got a little bit of translucent clay. And get it out because it will go everywhere. So I'm just going to lay it down. Don't matter if it's not perfect, because all we're going to be doing is cutting out our little circles where it goes, and then you can all these like little bits, just pull them around until you've got them stuck to the clay in some way. Like I say, you don't have to use gold, you can use any colour gold leaf you wish. I really want some of the different coloured leaves that you can get, but I'm trying to be really good at the minute and not buy new stuff. I am going to the craft fair though in July, so I'm just going to try and cover it as much as I can. this is probably a good way to use up all those little bits of foil that you've got left over, because I know when I get sort of like a quarter of a piece or anything that's left over, I keep it just in case, because it's too pretty to waste. So let's move that out of the way now. So we're just going to do it the exact same way with the water. Now it probably shouldn't stick to the cutter with it having the foil on, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I'm dipping it in the thing again. I'm going to show you me doing all of them, so that'd be incredibly boring, and I don't think you'd want to. So I'm just rolling it around in my hand like before, and I'm getting that sort of crackled look. So now when this one bakes, it's got that translucent, but it's just got the gold crackle on. So I'm interested to see what it would turn out like. My friend who showed me how to make these beads suggested putting the gold leaf on, and I'd never even thought of it when I've been making all the other ones that I've done. And I like the look of glass beads, so if I can get something that looks like glass and that actually isn't glass, then I'll be super happy about it. So let's make a flat one first. So it just spreads it out like the other ones. See? Let's do another one. Now you could put gold leaf on both sides of your clay if you wanted to make sure that you've got even more crackles in it. It's totally up to you what you want. There we go. And if you've got a fairly big space in it that's not actually got any gold leaf in it, you could use that to be in your divvy. Sorry for that loud bang. Sticking to the nail until now. I don't want to pull it too hard and then squish it. And there I've got my little domed bead that way. Oh, well, you wouldn't be able to see that. But yeah, that's really nice with the just the little crackles on it. And then once you've used up just one full side of this, you can just simply screw it up and roll it out again, and then you're going to have the crackles within that translucent. Or you could just put the gold crackle or silver, whatever, onto a regular colour. You don't have to use the translucent. This is just what I thought I'd ever go at doing, because I like the look of glass beads. But glass beads can be rather heavy. So I think if I can get some that look like glass out of polymer clay, then it's a winner. So I'm going to go off and make some more of these ones, and I'll come back and show you what I've made. So I'll be right back. Right, so I'm back with the beads that I've been making. As you can see, I've got quite a few different ones made. This isn't all what I've made. If I were to try and get them all on the table, there wouldn't be any room. They just won't fit. So I just thought to just show you a few of them. These are the glass-like ones that I was aiming for, and these were with the translucent, just with some gold leaf rolled on the outside of them. I still need to glaze them, and I will use either Pledge Revive It or what's the other one that I use? Have I got that? Oh, there it is. If you can find a water-based polyurethane varnish, then that is brilliant for glazing your beads. I found this at a painting model shop, like where they sell Warhammer and that sort of thing. I'm not into it, but that's where I found it anyway. I know in America you can buy big tins of it, I think, in the DIY shops, but I don't know, obviously I'm not living there, but that's just what I've heard. But yeah, the Pledge Revive It, you can get that on Amazon if you're in the UK, or that's the last place that I got it from anyway. And it's just basically just dipping them into it. The ones that haven't got an outside treatment, like these ones with the mica powder on that I dusted, those will need glazing as well. So it's anything that's got a surface treatment to it that will need glazing. Otherwise, it's just going to rub off. So that's it. So, like I said, these are really simple and easy to do, and you can make them in all different colours, all different sizes, and use them for so many things. You can use them in your bead embroidery, or you can use it in your normal jewellery. You can make bead caps and end pieces and just anything. You could have them as connecting beads as well. So just play around with them. I'm hopefully going to be doing a jewellery video with it in the future. No idea what yet, but I shall try and think. I've got that many ideas running through my head. It's trying to decide on which one I'm going to do. So I shall see you soon. And if you've liked the video, if you could give me a thumbs up, that'd be appreciated. And if you've not subscribed, consider subscribing. That'd be appreciated too. And if you do subscribe, if you'll click that notifications bell, and it will notify you whenever I upload a new video. Because I know most of my viewers aren't actually subscribed, but I don't know whether if the ones that are subscribed actually click the notification bell, because I know that I didn't get all the videos that all the people I was following on YouTube until I clicked that notification bell, and it came up to notify all. So you might not know about that bell or whatever if you're someone that's new to YouTube. Anyway, I'll stop rambling. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.